So they're the big don't argue. Get off me, he says. Clear the tarmac. It's takeoff time.
Media Vintage Sports Network presents Play-by-Play Podcast with Jordan Hughes. Hello and welcome back, Play-by-Play Rugby League NRL Picks and Preview. Jordan Hughes with you once again.
And this is me, the King, baby.
The great man. We're back for our second installment of season 2024 and round one's in the books. Tough old round for the tipsters.
Tough round one. A lot of the underdogs.
Plenty.
I think I ended up
plenty.
at 2 out of 8, so don't follow those tips last week. Follow these ones.
Yeah, I was the same. It was a tough little week. But, mate, new week, new opportunity. We go again.
New week, new me, new this, new us.
Yep,
Let's
excellent.
do it.
So before we get started, I want to sort of just recap on the round one. So what was your moment of the round, Riggs?
Of the round, I'm definitely going with the Storm's defensive line against Penrith.
Yep,
Penrith threw everything at them, and Storm kept them to 0.
incredible, eh?
8-0. That is
That
crazy.
was my best of the weekend. I fit the under and the Storm. That was my only shining light.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
Solid pick. You were right. They were jet lagged and
Yeah, they look fucked.
yeah.
That's a great point. And then for me,
And what about you?
oh yes, my moment of the round was actually the Storm because I was happy that they
Hey.
underdog. I love seeing the Panthers lose. To be honest, I'm just over it.
That's such hater mentality.
Alright,
You
yeah.
hate winners. There's too many of them out there, bro. Don't hate the winners.
Okay, sorry. Well, the Raiders going to be new winners this season.
Yes.
All right. So what got you excited?
What got me excited? Tommy Turbo back on the field.
Yes.
I love Tommy
Fit
Turbo.
and firing.
Hell yeah, he had a good game. Even Latrell.
Yep.
And another one was that Zach Laybutt for Cowboys.
Mate, you read my mind. That's what
I liked him in a couple of his trials or whatever.
Yeah.
And he had a great game.
Yeah, I'm the same. That's all got me excited. The Cowboys, Sunday afternoon footy, they turned it on. And Zach Laybutt, did you see his feet? The big left foot?
Swift,
Oh,
man.
boy.
He was swift.
Yeah, it was money.
And the dummy for a dummy. Oh,
yeah, that was
that's some sauce.
That was class. Like watching you, mate.
No, a little bit darker tone.
A bit faster
skin
too.
colour. Yeah, a little bit faster. Yeah, that's cool.
And then what disappointed you, mate? What got you upset?
What do you think disappointed me?
Maybe it's the same.
The Wars, mate.
Oh, true.
Two. The Wars were up 12-0. Yeah, the Warriors
Yeah,
are
they
on.
were on.
Next minute, Wartings. And then the second one were the Knights.
Yes.
Surely Knights couldn't even gel. You know, they couldn't attack.
They're my grand finalists. What's going on there?
Yeah, was that your most disappointing?
No, my disappointment was the Titans.
Oh, that's standard. We even
No,
said
but
it.
like you know, first game of the season, new coach, Brimson's 100th game. It's all there for
I
against the
told ya.
team who's favourite to come last, and they deliver that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
Although I will say there was a late out with Foreign out, and then they put in Young Weaver.
Yeah.
It's a big change if you lose
Yeah,
an experienced
true.
half like Foreign. That still would have got skinned, but
Still.
hey, we said it.
Yeah.
Hey, those are accurate.
I know. I was upset seeing that.
How are you upset? You said it yourself.
I know, but I got to believe they're my team, mate. Fuck.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, that's a good call with the Knights. I thought that'd be better.
Yeah, the Knights.
But the Raiders were good.
Raiders were good. You know, those two always have beef, those two teams.
Yeah, it's always a good game. And what was your first one? Who'd you say?
The Wars.
Oh, the Wild. Yeah, so they had that lead in that second half.
12-0.
They just crashed in front of their home fans. So
Standard.
And-
Attaboys.
yeah, I had a few calls from the in-laws and the auntie and uncles. They weren't happy, eh? They weren't fucking happy.
No fry bread.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so it was a tough week for the tips across the board, but we aim to do better in round two.
Wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, true. The bar was pretty fucking low. All right, let's get into it. The Broncos versus Rabbitohs Thursday night footy. The two losing sides of Vegas. The Broncos are the favourites here, $1.36. $3.15 outside of the Bunnies. The line is 8.5 at Suncorp. Riggs.
Oh, nice. Wayne Bennett against his old team.
True. Yeah.
Both teams jet lagged.
We think the jet lag could be done now.
Well, that's what we thought on the way over.
Yeah.
And that's what we thought about Penrith. But look, at least they're both jet lagged.
Yep.
Rabbits usually tend to step up against the Broncos here. I am going to go with the Broncos. I expect them to bounce back. And I reckon a big game from Latrell.
Yep, great call. Just on that, Latrell scored a try in his last 6 of 7 at Suncorp.
There
Stadium.
we go.
So you're on the money there.
You're the stat man. I'm the man.
Well, yeah. Okay.
What about you?
So there's a couple of things before we get into it. The underdog has covered the last 11 matches between these two, would be the Bunnies. The last 4 at Suncorp have gone under the total points. So I do like the Broncos to win 1-12.
Nice.
I like Ezra Mann for a try. I feel like
You want him to make up for last week.
he's been in the news. I reckon he'll come out. Not that he's done anything wrong, but he'll come out and show a good performance. Score a try, like Latrell for a try.
Oh, yeah.
And a bit of extra something there, as you sort of said, it will be close, I think. So you can alternate spread Rabbitohs plus 13.5
Oh, solid.
is $1.50. So still a bit of value there. So
not bad.
I reckon they'll keep within the number.
Yeah, especially the way Latrell's playing right now.
Good.
Look for Latrell. Look for a cutout ball to Johnson.
Yep.
Standard.
Yeah. Love
Oh,
that.
but also look for Reece Walsh to if they're playing Kenner out that right side, look for the left side
they are, I
Broncos.
think. Yeah. True.
Walshy should light him up because he's got a bit of an uncle.
Yeah, facts. So both in the Bronx in a close one.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Next up, the Sharkies versus the Bulldogs. As we said, the Sharks had a good win against the Wars, and the Doggies, God, they were bad last week against the Eels. Sharks $1.32 favourites, $3.40 outsiders are the Dogs.
Standard. Solid lineup for Sharks. They got a solid starting pack and solid bench.
Yeah.
And they're at home. They just got back from beating the Wars, so I reckon they're looking pretty good. The Bulldogs are still coming up with their combos.
Yeah, it's going to take time.
It'll take time. So I'll be going with the Sharks here. And look for Nico Hines to have a good one against the Doggies.
Okay.
Surely.
So the Sharks have won their last 5 against the Bulldogs. The last 3 have been by 13 plus. And Ronaldo Mulatalo has scored 1 try in his last 6 home games. So
There we go.
him for a try. I like Sharkies to win. I do have 1 to 12 here, but I'm a bit concerned it might be 13 plus.
Yeah, I went the 1 to 12 as well. But hey, if you're going off the stats, 13 plus and Mulatalo.
But you think the Dogs, they got to be something a bit better this week. Show a bit,
Yeah, that's what you thought about the
I
Titans.
know. It's hard, isn't it? So the Sharkies get it done for us
Yes.
in the second fixture. Then the Panthers versus the Eels. The Panthers $1.38. The Eels $3.05. The line is 7.5. The Eels always play the Panthers tough.
They do. And Penrith have shown that they are Eels' daddies.
Yep. Just on that. So they've won 5 of 11 against the Panthers. The most successful team in NRL against the Panthers.
Oh, solid. Good on the Eels.
Yeah.
Penrith going to hit back from last week. That's what you got to ask yourself. Hopefully they do. Big inclusion with Sorensen back on that edge. Sorensen and Martin, so I reckon they're big ins. And I'm just going to go with Penrith too good and To'o to get a meat pie.
Like it. So the Panthers have covered the last 8 at home following a loss. So all the numbers here suggest the Panthers. So I got Panthers 1 to 12 close. Gutho's also scored in his last 4 of 6 versus the Panthers. He'd be rough for a try. And then I like Isaac Tago for a try as well.
Oh, nice. He had a good game.
He's just a little nugget. I feel like he's just ferocious.
Nice.
So we're all in agreement so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Penrith.
Panthers looking
Panthers.
Okay, let's head to the Raiders up against the Tigers. The Tigers, their first match of 2024. The Raiders, $1.44. The Tigers, $2.80 outsiders. As you said, Canberra, impressive last week.
Yeah, the Raiders, they got like a bunch of new kids in there and just must have brought good energy and they sacked the Knights up. I'm going for them to go another good round. And Tigers' first game of the year, but I'm going with the Raiders today.
Benji Marshall's first crack at head coach. As you said, Tigers is a young, inexperienced side, but they have got some X factors. But first game, I don't know.
Yeah, first game, not against how the Raiders played last week.
Yeah, so the Raiders won their last 7 against the Tigers. 7 of 8 have gone under between these two, so defense sort of focus. But the Raiders should be too classy here, and I like Albert Hopewade to score down the edge.
I'd like a Hapawade.
Yeah. That's disgusting. The Raiders are good.
Hey. Nice, here we go.
And this one here was one of the games of the round for me.
Oh, I agree.
I can't wait for this. The Cowboys versus the Knights up in Townsville. The Cowboys $1.40 favourites. The Knights $2.90 outsiders. The home teams won this matchup in its last 10, which would be the Cowboys. But last week they both showed some exciting footy.
Yeah, maybe not the Knights, but the Cowboys definitely did.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, the Cowboys solid. They look so good. I really like Labour and Holmes in the centres, both of them.
Yeah.
So they're looking good for me. They got a strong bench. But what I do want to keep an eye on is Ponga. Ponga against his old club at his old stomping ground always does well. So look out for Ponga. But yeah, I'll be watching Ponga and Deard in this round. But I'm going with the Cowboys.
Cowboys to win. Do you reckon it'll be close?
No idea.
Sweet.
If Knights come out how they did last week, not a chance. But if they're playing Knights footy, close game.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over points. I reckon it'll be plenty of points. Dry track up in Townsville.
Oh, nice.
And I like Carl Felt and Greg Marju for tries.
Standard.
That's do a job. And Cowboys win for me.
Nice.
We're
We're matched up all round.
We are.
Sweet.
The Storm versus the Warriors. This one is in Melbourne once again. The Storm $1.40. The Warriors $2.95. Looking for their first win of the season. The Storm won their last 14 versus New Zealand. Have a great record.
Good stats.
Can the Warriors get their first win?
Not for me. Not after what I seen last week from Storm. I probably owe them an apology. Last week they whipped ass.
No good.
I'm going with the Storm again. The War they reverted back to War things for me. That hurts.
Yeah.
So I do like the Wars, but not today.
Not today.
Not today, boys.
I don't mind taking potentially being close. The Warriors have got a 6.5 handicap. Like I do lean potentially taking that if they can get within the number, but I'm going to go Storm to win under 40.5. The last 7 of 8 at Amy Park have gone under.
I like that.
Yeah.
Big fan. Under 40.5.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Low scoring.
Jumping on.
Jumping on.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Nice. Good call.
Xavier Coates for a try as well.
Solid.
Any tries you like for them?
Nah,
Next.
I just can't, let a few rounds roll
Yeah.
first. I don't want to see the wire tings and I don't want to put a try on
I
the
hope they
flying
can,
mullet.
Yeah, hope they can bounce back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Me too.
Then we go to the two sides that won in Las Vegas. Manly up against the Roosters
Ooh.
at Brookvale Stadium. The $2.20 Manly. Roosters $1.68. The line's 2.5. This just could be a cracker.
A very close game coming up,
Very-
I think.
yep.
Very good game.
Mhm.
Brooksy played pretty well.
He did. You said it was going to be shit, man. What are you
Oh, I
talking
said he's going to be average.
Oh, okay.
Sure enough, pretty average. But it's just Tommy Turbo, man.
Yeah, fair. It's
Tommy
only,
Turbo.
game 1 too.
And the other Burbo, he was real good.
Yep.
But the Roosters were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Spencer Leniu because of that.
Oh,
stuff.
you got 8 weeks.
Calling someone a monkey, but when you're on the footy field, you're on the footy field. It is what it is. Um,
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. But how many times have you called something on the footy field? You
Yeah.
get called everything. It's just a game.
Yeah. I
Leave it on the field. When you come off, shake hands. Konnichiwa. Anyway, with the Roosters, I really like the Manu and Dom Young combo.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
some sauce. There's some sauce, baby.
It's electric.
Manu scoring every game. Manu, you're like, it's not even structural. He just comes out and scores. He's like, Manu turn to score. Scores.
Well, hopefully not hopefully, but he's looking at going to rugby union next year.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Don't go there. He's going.
What are you going? Picks.
I'm going to go with Roosters. I'm going to think it's going to be a good game, 1-12.
Yeah.
Look for Dom Young outside of Manu. Ooh.
Yeah, juicy. So Sydney have won the last 7 of 8 against Manly, and they've covered as well. But I'm going to go Manly.
Ooh.
Manly win.
I'm not disappointed in that.
I reckon they're at home. They surprised me in Vegas. All good.
Yeah.
So-
They were real good.
Yeah, so they got Manly plus the points, Manly to win, and Tommy Turbo has scored his last 4 or 5 at home.
Oh.
So a bit of juice there if you put them together. So
I'm not even.
said
I like that.
You said the Roosters, mate.
I went the Roosters, but I do like yours.
Thank you, mate.
I'm not a big, I'm not ultra like, Roosters. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker.
yeah.
And then our final match of the round, the Dolphins versus the Dragons up in Redcliffe. Obviously, the Dragons they were very impressive at the Coast last week. Like, were they really good or the Titans just shit?
Both.
Bit of both. Yeah, 'cause they
Yeah.
were good. Ben Hunt was all right.
Yeah, nice.
And
the Dolphins.
yeah, fuck, I thought they'd be better, eh? I know.
What do you reckon?
I know.
They're gone, man.
Come on, man.
They're gone, man.
$1.95 of the Dolphins. The Dragons are $1.85 favourites. The line is 1.5.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call. Should be a good one actually. Dolphins at home. Hopefully they play a better footy. I've just got to go with momentum here and back to Dragons, and hopefully it's going to be a close one, 1-12.
Yeah. So the Dolphins have actually covered the last 3 at KO Stadium. Tabai Fido, like last week, you could tell he was just maybe almost trying too hard. I thought like he was just trying to it was all on his own, trying to get stuff going. But I reckon this week he strikes back, has a big game, scores a try. Dolphins win.
Nice.
And I like Asako for a try. He scored in his last 6 of 7.
I love Azako.
Yeah. So the Dolphins to win for me
Nice.
in Redcliffe. So we differed on the last 2 there. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like a big fan of Dragons, but I'm just backing them just because they had good momentum.
Momentum. Confidence is a
Momentum.
big thing in rugby league.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Round 2 in the books. There's plenty of juice there for you, plenty of value. Any final thoughts, mate? Give me something you reckon you're most confident about this weekend.
Oh, let me open my book back up.
Sorry, apologies.
You hit me first while I'm looking at my book.
So if I'm looking at my best bet of the weekend, it's hard to go past the Raiders doing a job over the Tigers. I just think the inexperience of the Tigers. First game, they were a bit sloppy. The Raiders to win for me is probably my best.
Solid. I really like that. Yeah, I like that, what you just said there with the Raiders. That'll be my first. And then the second one would be what you said about the Storm.
Yeah.
Unders 40.5.
Yes. Good call.
And the Storm to win. I really like that. Big fan.
Big fan.
Put those two.
Put them together, load it up, and remember, gamble responsibly, of course.
Oh, what are we, Ladbrokes?
Well, sponsorship. Alrighty,
Sir.
that's us round 2. We will see you next week. Anything from you, mate?
No, how's life going for you, Geordie?
Good, man. Really good. Busy week. Footy starting next week.
Ooh.
Calling some rugby league next week. National championships for the women.
Nice.
Burleigh Bears should be good. So it's all up and going.
Sounds good, my guy.
What about you?
Same old bit of mahi things.
Yep, working hard, I see.
Always
Good. On and off the field.
on, off, in, out.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Yep.